Hey Odell, congratulations on making it this far. This being your first Super Bowl, what was going through your mind as you're preparing this week? Are you kind of taking it as a regular week or a normal week, or are you doing anything in particular? Or kind of just staying within your routine?
Just staying within the routine. Trying not to overcomplicate it in your mind. It is just one more game, but it's just a very important game. It's just a way to look at it. Um, and this is something you've always dreamed of. So, it, truly a tremendous opportunity. Um, just don't make it too big in your own head about what's actually going on. So it's been a pretty normal week. Just locking in, preparing, staying focused, just ready to play.
And also, you've been very impactful in every community that you've gone to. And recently, we saw that you surprised the Watts Rams football team with some tickets to Super Bowl so they can enjoy the festivities. What was that like for you? What was that experience like for you? And how did that make you feel, especially with you on the rise on the horizon, rather of being a new dad?
I mean, for the longest time, the kids have always been everything for me. So just to be able to surprise some kids, and I was thinking about it, a couple of days after, and I was like, man, at that age to go to a Super Bowl, it's like, do you even, know the full magnitude of what's going on and all that, and just the excitement that they had while we were on the call was just, it just, what I mean, it's the reason why I do this. It warms my heart. So truly, what a blessing it is to be able to give back when you're in a position. Um, just I feel like that's what God put me here to do, is to give back. So very excited for them. Hopefully make it a memorable experience for them.
Thank you, Odell.
All right, now we're going to turn it over to special guest host, pinned Michael Irvin.
Hey, Odell, what's up, my man? How are you, my brother?
Good, brother. How you doing?
It's good to be chatting with you again, Odell. Odell, this is a big weekend for the LSU family, those Tigers family. You got you and Jamar Chase both on each side catching touchdowns. How much will you guys talk this week?
It's all love. I don't expect them to, reach out or us to really chop it up. But, there was a moment where, Joe and I had a chance just to reflect, like, bro, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, and we just left it at that. We both know, he wants to win, I want to win. And it's going to be a great battle. It's definitely a big LSU weekend. But, I feel like they got their rings and their trophies. And it's just, this is one that the Rams need.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. You told them that's all. You got your jury. This is going to be my jury this time. I totally understand that. How surprised were you to see the kind of season that Jamar Chase had this season?
Not really surprised. He's someone who I watched closely at LSU and just the things he was able to do. And it wasn't like, just because of the offense and the coordinator that these guys, were going crazy. Like, these are elite. He's an elite guy. He truly is amazing what he's done as a rookie. But it just doesn't surprise me. He's a big physical receiver. So I'm just very happy for him. That's what's up, just to be able to see him, and then rookie year make it to the Super Bowl. So I'm sure, this is everything he dreamed of.
Odell, when you had a chance, you were making a decision after things didn't work out in Cleveland on what team to go and play for. You had the Rams there, you had Green Bay there. What did you see in this team that made you pick this team and made you know that you would be here?
Just a crazy question to ask. When I was sitting there and Green Bay was heavy on my mind and my heart, and there was, the Kansas Cities, there was, the story of going back home, and just all of the things, all of the signs, as everyone's weighing in their opinion and helping me make my decision. And then when it got quiet, it's just something about this place that called, aside from Jalen Ramsey, Vaughn Miller, aside from getting a call from the guys in the receiver room, like, bro, what's taking so long? And McVay, who, I've known for a little bit of time now, it just felt right in my heart, and it felt right in my gut. And it felt like, other things I was trying to make work, and this was the one that was calling me. And just knowing that this was the end goal, I think I just talked about it today. Just knowing that, oh, I'm gonna come here and we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Like, it's easy to say those words and truly believe it, but then when you get there, it's kind of still a little all like surreal and mind blowing. Like, yeah, like we really are here, and now the ultimate focus is one game. Just got to finish the job.
Talking about mind blowing, man. When you go in, and I know you did this week, you went and delivered some tickets to some young football players, man. Tell me, what does that make you feel like inside to give them an opportunity to come on this stage and see a game on this stage and help them dream as big as they want to dream?
Yeah, I think kind of going along that message is to be able to, I talked to them and just was kind of telling them like, not everything's gonna always go your way in life, and just kind of speaking to my testimony, but just to keep believing in yourself, staying down. You said dream big, and just to be able to give back to them for a moment, that they'll never forget, going to Super Bowl in Los Angeles. Just what a moment for me. It makes me feel good, not about myself. It just makes me feel good inside, So kids is really the only reason why I do this, just to see that smile on their face, to see that look of, you're motivating them to do better. It's the only reason to keep doing it.
Well, brother, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like a famous man, Rocky, once said, it doesn't matter how hard you hit, it matters how hard you can get hit and get back up again. And you gotten back up and got to the Super Bowl. Thanks for taking the time, my brother.
Yes, sir, brother. Love.
All right, lover. Love my dude. That's my dude right there, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
All right, now we're going to turn it over to Katie Baker of The Ringer.
Hi there, Odell. I'm curious what your relationship is like with your wide receivers coach, Coach Arbor. And, I think I've seen some videos of you on the sidelines with chatting with him, and just would love to hear about, whether you'd ever met him or before, and what that relationship has been like.
So I had met him before, pretty sure through Adam Henry, who was my old receiver coach. And, kind of like remember, but then it's just in passing, and then to be in the room with him. He's just been a great job. He's just been a great coach as far as bringing energy every single day, coaching you up. Truly, truly loves this game of football, and it's helped me improve, staying on the details, just doing all the things, right. And I think the most important thing is the energy that he brings each and every day. You can't help but have a smile on your face the way that he comes in here with a smile on his face and loves the work. Truly enjoys each and every day, and each and every day is a blessing for
him. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to turn it over to Bill Plaschke.
Yes, Odell, when you came here, there's a lot of criticism, including from me, that you'd be a distraction, that you weren't worth the trouble, and you've obviously proven all that wrong. You take satisfaction in that?
No, a younger me definitely would have, but I feel like I've come so far. I really know who I am. I know myself. I know what I can bring. I know, all of the stories and all that. So it's tough to answer, but I don't really take satisfaction because it's not that deep for me, because like I said, I just know who I am. I'm just happy that I'm in the position I am in, playing in a Super Bowl, and hopefully being able to give one last effort, everything I have for this team, to bring home that trophy.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to turn it over to Ben Spiegel.
Hi, Odell. I was wondering how you define what it means to be cool. And do you think that Joe Burrow is?
I think if you look up cool in the dictionary, there's a picture of him in some Cartier shades. This guy is smooth. And truly, as I was from afar, and then getting to meet him, championship time, going back and kind of just kicking it with him, like, you can't help but like this guy. He's going to be one of the greats, I feel like, and I truly believe that. Joe Burrow, yes, is definitely cool for sure.
What do you think makes him so likable?
Just the person he is. You know, I'm not with him every day, so I can't speak on it. But just from the encounters, if that little glimpse is what he really is every single day, which is what I believe, I mean, you can't help but not like the guy. He's a good dude.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, now we're going to turn it over to Dylan Scheffner.
Hey, Odell, I don't know if you remember me. I interviewed at the ESPYs when I was like 7 years old. It was like 5 years ago. I don't know if you remember that I asked you about your hair color and you said you'd change it to silver next.
Yeah. It's on the way.
Yeah. I have a question for you. So for every kid that plays football, the Super Bowl is their dream. So how far back can you remember thinking about playing in the Super Bowl, and what did your dream look like back then?
I feel like I remember watching the Super Bowl every year. I can't tell you what the first one I probably watched, but we all know it was probably Tom Brady. And just, you know, someone who wanted to be there so bad. Like, you know, as a kid, you say the words like, man, I'm going to play in the Super Bowl. Like one day I'm going to play in the Super Bowl. And, you know, at 29 years old, now here I am with my first opportunity to play in the Super Bowl. It's just a dream come true. Like there's no, you know, other words to put around it besides it's a dream come true. We all sacrifice and make all the sacrifices just for this moment. So just blessed, you know, feel extremely blessed to have the opportunity and just looking forward to, you know, making the most of it.
Yeah, good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
You too.
Mike Jones.
Hey, Odell, you said that you didn't really worry about proving people wrong because you know who you are. When did you come to that point of understanding who you are and that point of peace where you didn't have to fight and try to prove people a certain way?
I think it's kind of been brewing for a couple, you know, years, you know, months, but definitely as the ACL happened and that full recovery of going on, kind of leading up to it, I was trying to get there, but definitely having this time to rebuild myself, my mind, my body, my soul is when it definitely it just kind of clicked for me that, you know, I always use analogy like Purell kills 99.9% of germs, and you know there's still that whatever percent that, you know, there's gonna be naysayers always. So I just kind of gave up on trying to, you know, make everybody like you, appease everybody, or try and do it. It's never gonna work. There's always gonna be one out of, you know, 100. So it is what it is.
And how much better, how much freer do you feel? And how does that affect your play?
You definitely feel free. When you eliminate all of that, you just realize you were carrying, you know, other people's problems, you know, things that they may need to work on with themselves. Like you're carrying all that energy. And it just was weighing me down. I feel like it could have been the reason why I got injured, you know, time after time after time, because you know, there was a part of me that wanted to prove people wrong more than I just wanted to be myself and prove myself right. So I definitely feel a weight lifted off my shoulders. There's just less energy I'm carrying.
Thanks.
All right, Dennis Freeman.
Hi, Odell. As a player coming into the Rams, did you feel like there was something that you had to do to win over the trust of Matthew and to win over the locker room?
As far as the trust of Matthew, just, you know, whenever I get the opportunity to be there and to make a play, and to be accountable each and every day, and meetings throughout, you know, as the time built up, just each and every opportunity you had just to be able to be there and make the play. And I feel like the rest will take care of itself. As far as the locker room, you know, I just was talking to somebody about it earlier, and they was talking about how the perception of me is going to walk into the room before I walk into the room. And again, goes to kind of what I was just saying. If I carry that energy and trying to, you know, be someone who they don't think I am, instead of just being me, you know, it's never going to go the right way. So I felt coming in here, I was just going to be me. That's just it. And whatever someone thinks of me is what someone is going to think of me. And I hope that they see me for who I am and not, you know, what the world had made me to be.
And so Matthew targeted you 11 times, the most you were targeted all season. Is that just a combination of that trust building up and just working through the process since you've been with the Rams?
Yeah, I think it can be a combination of both. You know, definitely trust being built up, and just, you know, the way that the 49ers played it, and there was just a little more opportunities here and there, and just want to always make the most of them. So that's will always be my goal, is to make the most out of each and every opportunity.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna go to William Stein.
Hey, Odell, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great to meet you.
Yes, sir.
So my biggest question is, how did Cooper Kupp make you a better player? And number two, do you feel like LA or New York is bigger pressure?
Man, coming here and being with Coop has just been really, really amazing for me to, you know, you come in somewhere where they have their guy, and you watch and you witness greatness between him and Stafford, as far as the attention to detail, the relationship that they have. Like, that's everything that you want as far as a QB and a receiver. Details, the way he actually runs routes, the football knowledge, all of those things where we get to sit there and conversate, and I'm always going to gain off of someone else. You know, so it's just been great. Honestly, I've learned so much from him. He's a great guy, obviously an incredible talent. And, you know, I'm happy that I made the right choice. You know, now I just feel like he deserves this trophy, and he deserves a ring, and just want to help be able to, you know, along with everybody else here, but want to help be able to, you know, help them finish the job. And I don't remember the second part of the question.
The second part is New York
or LA. I don't really know. I think it just kind of goes to the growth of where I'm at. I just don't really necessarily feel that kind of pressure. I even had this tattoo, says pressure, I live for it. And I feel like New York is a different fan base than LA is. So it could be more in New York.
I appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing a ring on your finger on Sunday, and best of luck to you in your future career.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the manifesting.
We'll go to Danny Heifetz.
Hey, Odell, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I think you've had a hell of a career. A lot of things have happened in the last 7 years. I'm curious if there's something, like, maybe of all the ways, you know, you've handled some things. I'm curious, what is a lesson you've learned over your career since you got drafted? And, like, what did you kind of take from something where you kind of look back on it? Like, what's kind of a lesson you learned?
Man, I feel like I might have to come back to your question, because it's really a great question. I feel like there's actually been a lot. You know, I always talk about living life without regrets, because at one point in time, that was exactly what you wanted. So for me, it's been about the lessons, and how do you learn from those lessons to benefit you in the future. And as far as a specific moment, I can't think of for you right now, but I do want you to know that there has been a lot of moments in my career that I can look back on now and, you know, ask myself, how could I have handled that better? How could I, you know, just, it's a really great question. Honestly, I'm sorry, I don't have the specific answer for you right now. Just know that there is a lot of moments where I look back as a 29-year-old and reflect, like, how could I have been better in this situation? So I wish I could give you one, but I won't throw myself under the bus right now.
No, you're good. I can follow up later and think of a moment. I guess maybe another way to think of it, was there a weird thing where, you know, you had the catch, you had so much stuff going on in New York so quickly, was there a moment where you kind of felt like, you're a dog who kind of caught the car? And like, was there just a moment of kind of like, oh, wow, like was there kind of a moment of like, oh, what now that you caught the car?
And can you break down an analogy of like caught the car? Like,
so I believe you have the most Instagram followers of any NFL player, and that's been the case for like 5-6 years. Like you reached this level, quite honestly, a lot of non-quarterbacks don't ever reach, and you did it really fast.
Yeah, very. I mean, it was. I'll be honest with you. It was after the catch, and literally, I watched. I mean, after the catch, it was unreal. And then everyone was like, "Oh, it was just 1 year," and then I come back and do it again the second year, and it was like, it's not as good as his rookie year, and then come back and do it again the third year. But it was after the catch where I literally watched life change. I watched how people handled me change. I watched how people saw me. Like, everything changed after the catch. It's 100% the moment.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna go to a special guest next.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up with it?
I ain't got no questions, man, but I want to start by saying, dog, that you deserving of this moment. You deserving of this moment, bro. You put countless hours to, where you are today, and I've witnessed it all firsthand. You have scars to show for where you are today. This is a dream that you are actually turning into reality. And I wanted to come on here and just let you know that I'm proud of you, bro. There's so many people supporting you every step of the way, bro. Continue to use your light. Continue to be a blessing to others. And lastly, you spoke about tattoos. And it's so ironic because one of my favorite tattoos that you have, you're actually living it. And the tattoo says, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moment of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in the times of challenge and controversy. And you always stand up, brother. You always stand up. I love you. And go get that ring. Go get that ring, dog.
I love you, dog. Gave me chills. I know that voice, man. Hey, I just want to say, bro, if it wasn't for you, I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I know I always tell you this, bro. But besides Pops, like, there's no man who ever came into my life and has had the effect and impact that you have had to make me a better person, player, man, soon to be father, brother, lover. Like, you've shown me the light, dog. And I love you so much, bro. And this moment is for us, bro. Like, this is everything we ever talked about, dog. So I appreciate you coming on here, bro. It's nothing but love.
Absolutely. And vice versa, brother.
Yes,
go
sir.
get that ring, dude.
I got
get that ring, dude.
Got to, bro.
Let's go.
I got you, bro. Love.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All right. We'll turn it over to Samuel Yarnell.
Hey, Odell, what's up? Sam Yarnell with WRHU here in New York. I'm curious, you talked a little bit earlier with Bill Plaschke about knowing yourself. This season has been crazy for you with where it started to where it is now, being the furthest you've ever gone in the playoffs, obviously, as you mentioned. I'm curious, what have you learned the most about yourself this season?
In simple, I would say, like how Jarvis just talked about the ultimate measure of a man. Simplified down to one word is just resilient. That's how I feel, is I've just been resilient through it all, through the ups, through the downs, through a lot of downs. I've just been resilient. And I remember watching the Super Bowl last year, my ACL, and it just wasn't the best feeling in the world to have to watch that. And I said, I'm going to play in that Super Bowl next year in Los Angeles. Like, who is supposed to be for me? Like, I'm supposed to be playing in it. Not only playing in it, like, you've got to win. And to be here, to not knowing that I wasn't going to be in Cleveland, that I was going to be on the Los Angeles Rams, like, I could have never seen it. I could have never seen it. So definitely would be the one thing I've learned about myself is how resilient I truly am, and how no matter how many times I fall down, I'm just going to continue to stand back up.
Thanks so much, man. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you, man.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Dennis Freeman.
Just have one more question for you, Odell. when we talk about what did you learn about yourself, when you went through that injury, what is the most thing that you learned or observed about who you are as a person, and what did you learn about other people?
I learned, some good and some bad. The ones who love me, I learned how much they truly care and how they want to, they're gonna be right there through the ups and the downs. My girl, my mom, pops, my coaches, trainers, everybody that pushed me to be here now. And truly, another thing I learned about myself was my faith. I know none of this would be possible without God. And just that's why I think I'm in a place where the energy has been lifted off of my shoulders. And I just give it all to him, because without him, I wouldn't be here at all, man. And I'm just truly blessed. And I'm just so thankful that he's put me here in this position to be able to share my testimony. And, hopefully it can inspire others who go through a rough time. And it doesn't have to be just football. It could be life, their job, their situation, whatever it is, just to know to just keep going. I know you all seen that little meme of, it's like somebody's digging, and they're this close to the little diamond and the treasure and all that, and they want to turn back around. And it's just like, well, just imagine that you're right there all the time, and just to keep pushing forward.
Thank you, and good luck to you.
Thank you, man.
All right, we're going to turn it over to Andrew Callahan.
Hey, Odell, congrats on your success. I wanted to go back to November, like Michael Irvin was asking, just about the decision you made to go to LA, which was obviously the right one. But when you have interest across the league, and especially from a coach like Bill Belichick, who has a lot of respect for you, and that's mutual, what did that mean? And you think you were ever close to maybe coming to New England?
Very, 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 very. I think I don't think I joked with him on the phone. But I was like, if this was 3 years ago, it would have been ideal, because Tom is one of the, he's one of my favorite. I know I posted a video a long time of just the passion and the fire that Tom has. And then there's a bunch of clips cutting to me doing, similar things. And, mine gets misconstrued for something else. And his is something else. And it's just like, bro, I actually love football that much that I'll punch a water cooler. Like I care that much for this game. I've tried to explain this to people. I hate losing. I care this much for that game. And for a guy, coach like Bill Belichick, who I've admired for years and I've seen and just always was like, man, one day I'm going to play for Bill Belichick. For him to call me, to be able to just sit down on the phone with him and talk football, I mean, it's like, what more could you ask for? So I was very close. That was one of the teams that was in there, but I felt like this was home. I felt like this was right. And Coach McVay, I've had a relationship with him for years, joked with Big Whitworth, like, man, this was years ago. Like, man, one day I'm gonna be could be on the Rams, but we're gonna win a Super Bowl, like just joking. And now here we are, man. So like I say, I just don't see how any of this is possible without God. And I'm just excited. I'm just excited for the opportunity.
Thanks, man. Good luck on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to Teresa Walker.
Good afternoon, Odell. A couple years ago, you were enjoying LSU winning the national championship, and now you get to prepare to go against guys that you watch help bring your alma mater a title. Is that maybe just what happens when you're a player in the SEC? You're going to run into these guys again one day?
You're going to see them again, especially two like these two. They're born winners, So I always knew that we would see them again. Never could it be any better than this. But again, like I said, I got in a little trouble at the national championship, so I was banned from LSU, jokingly. But so they got their rings and all that, and it's like now, it's our turn to get ours, So that's just the mindset I gotta have all week. Got to go out and handle business. This is not going to be an easy task. Both teams are here for a reason. So I'm just excited about that. Happy for Joe and Jamar. And I think there's some other, Is Moss's son over there, I think. Might be a few guys over there, but we definitely got some LSU guys here too. So hopefully we can pull it off.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to Kurt Sandoval.
Hey, OBJ, congratulations on being here. And I apologize. You've probably been asked this. If you could just give us an update on Baby Watch, for one, and what happens if that's Saturday night. And two, describe this Monday compared to a normal Monday.
A little bit more Zoom interviews, I guess, because we usually wouldn't be here doing this. So other than that, this is, a pretty normal day. I'm always going to have a work day on Monday. I'm going to try and get it in and, spend the day setting the tone for the rest of the week. So I'm enjoying it. Definitely a few more activities to do. And Baby Watch, man, I'm literally, my phone is right here, just in case. So I'm on call. I don't need you to put the energy in the air about the Saturday night or the Sunday thing because, I think God's got a different plan. I don't need it during the Super Bowl. I want to be able to see my child being born. So I'm on watch. I'm on standby. God willing, it'll be, tonight or tomorrow or Wednesday.
Amen. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, next we're going to go to Cameron Hogwood of Sky Sports.
Hey, Odell, I hope you're well, and congratulations on this achievement. I wanted to ask you about a guy like Andrew Whitworth who continues to defy his age, and I wondered, do you ever think you could play at 40 years old, and what do you kind of make of what he continues to do at such a high level in this league?
I'm going to try. Until the wheels fall off, but the position that he's in, I think people need to speak of it at a higher level because he's at the most physical positions of the game, and he's still doing it at 40 years old. So it's truly incredible. I call him the Undertaker because he just walks around. He's got this look to him. So I'm very happy for him to have this opportunity. And guys like him are the reason why it's like, man, you want to win it even more. He's deserving of it. And going against his former team, I'm sure he's going to be motivated.
Is it a similar case of Eric Weddle as well, who's obviously come out of retirement and he's kind of hit the ground running again? And what do you kind of make of what he's doing?
Absolutely. I mean, it'd be a phenomenal retirement gift for Weddle. A guy who I played against for, a few years. And I as he got in here, I already joked with him about the times, he's he made me fumble in a game and it could have been an incompletion, but because it's me, they call it a catch and then a fumble. And then mess with him about how I ran away from him. So we had some good times. It's all good vibes in the locker room. And, guys like those two, you want to win a ring for even more.
Appreciate it, Odell. Best luck on the weekend from here in the UK.
Yes, sir. Love.
All right, we're going to go to Rod Walker.
Hey, Odell, Rod Walker from the Times-Picayune in New Orleans. Talked to Nelson Stewart. He still keeps your number 3 jersey on his desk, man. And just wanted to ask you, what does this mean to you, just as far as a guy coming from New Orleans and coming from that school?
Yeah, I had asked him for my highlight tape recently, just to be able to watch it, man, and just kind of relive those Friday nights. And then you go back and you watch college, and then you go back and you watch rookie year. You just you remind yourself of the journey. And all of these moments, and I'm just happy to be able to sit up here and make Coach Stu proud. Truly, he set the tone for me for the rest of my career. Preparation, learning football. I'll never forget Coach Stu, man, and it's nothing but love for the whole city back home. This is something I want to bring home for the city.
Did you come close to coming back to the city?
I was close. I was very close. It just didn't feel like the right time. Right place, wrong time.
All right, we're going to go to Gary Klein.
I apologize if you addressed this earlier, then I can get it on the recording. But I had a two-part question. One, what was kind of motivated you to donate the Super Bowl tickets to the Watts Rams? And secondly, as kind of someone who I know appreciates great receiver play, what are your impressions of the Bengals' young receiver core?
First, as far as giving the tickets back, man, it just is, the kids are what motivate me to keep on going. If you ever see me at any of my camps that I've had, I mean, they could go on for 3 days and I would be out there, do one-on-one with every single kid if I could. Truly, like, it's what inspires me to keep going. So just being able to give that opportunity to someone else someone in that class could motivate them to chase their dreams and make it to the NFL and possibly play in the Super Bowl of their own. So that's just kind of where my mindset is with that. And I'm just very happy that they'll have that opportunity. And secondly, I mean, this is one of the most dangerous cores in the NFL. There's a reason why they're here, T and Boyd and Chase, I mean, it says enough already that they're here and they're doing the things that they're doing. I think all of them are close to 1,000 yards. I know Jamar's over. I know Higgins had. I don't know the exact stats, but just truly, truly happy for those guys. And yeah, they're a dangerous group. So it's not gonna, like I say, it's not gonna be an easy assignment by any means, especially with 9 back there. And he's a winner, and all those guys are synced up. So very excited to be able, I'll be standing up watching them, learning from them, techniques, just watching, the things that they do. So it'll be an exciting game.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, next we're going to go to Nate Davis.
Hey, Odell, I had a quick two-parter. I'll ask a follow-up after, if you don't mind. But the first one I wanted to ask was just your impressions of maybe your first impression of the Joe Burrow swagger, given you were around that 2019 LSU team and kind of got to see it up close. But what kind of struck you about him when you first saw him?
It's just his demeanor. It really is his demeanor. He just seems fearless. And like I say, the guy's just a born winner. He's somebody who you just can't not like him. So just being at the LSU game, just seeing how he handled himself, he truly was born to be on the stage that he's on right now.
And then I also want to ask you, and you just kind of talked about, how much it means to you spending time with kids and that kind of thing. You're only 29, but it seems like you're a very influential figure to a lot of your fellow receivers, particularly, the guys that have come up after you. I mean, you've been in the league. I think this is your 9th year. What does it mean to you to kind of have that influence and just that so many of your own peers look up to you and what you've accomplished?
First of all, I appreciate you saying I'm only 29, because a lot of people,
right,
a lot of the conversations that I've had, like, they really try and make me feel like I'm old, like I'm the old head. But nah, knowing that responsibility that I carry to set a standard, to know that some of them look up to me, is the reason why I feel like I'm how I am now instead of a 23-year-old me. Just knowing, you got to go through things to grow through things. So just knowing and carrying that responsibility. I remember when I was in Cleveland, Anthony Schwartz comes up to me and he's like, yeah, bro, I remember watching you in high school. And I'm like, that's just like, you don't need to tell me that. Like, that's just not it. I don't need to hear that. So it is crazy, because my 29 feels like I've been in the league for 12 years. I feel like I've had so much happen, ups and downs, goods and bads, that it's like it's expanded more than, I think this is my 8th year in the league. I've been hurt a few seasons, so I don't really count them all anyways, but it feels like a very long career in a short period of time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to go to OC Umenyiora.
Uh-oh.
He said, uh-oh.
What's up, Brody?
What's going on, bro? How are you?
Good, bro. Blessed.
Hey, listen, you look blessed, man. I'm happy for you.
Yes, sir.
Listen, last time we spoke, I remember telling you, hey, listen, don't leave New York. And you left. And here you are with the Rams on the verge of actually lifting that Super Bowl trophy, man. How does that feel for you?
First, I didn't leave. I got booted. Second, it is it is a great feeling to be here at this moment. And like I've said all along, I'm just truly blessed and thankful for this opportunity. But the job's definitely not finished. And, I just want to lock in and be able to hoist that trophy up and share this memory, with your brothers. It's been a long season. This one in particular has been even longer. I just came back from ACL. I've been working since surgery, November 12th, to each and every day, finding small wins, to having to sit out the first game, because the docs and I were like, this isn't the time, okay, to going through the season, messing up your shoulder, just everything that's happened. It's been a long run, all the wind down to this moment, and just what an opportunity. Just want to find a way to take advantage of it, man, and be able to call myself a world champion.
One more quick question. I think anybody who knows you or anybody who's met you, they know you're very humble, very down to earth, just an incredible person to be around. But it seems like now there's this narrative switch that you're such a nice guy now in the media. Have you noticed like a switch in the way people, talk about you or think about you?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it, not like firsthand, but the people who are close to me are like, bro, it's just crazy to see how the narratives and everything has changed. And it's just like, again, when I was younger, I definitely did things that could have helped not be able to be seen for who I truly am. But I also feel like there was a lot more of just trying to create a story, because it's easier to sell drama than it is to, write up good things about somebody. So I've definitely watched, heard, and witnessed it all changed, man. And it's just a testimony to stand down, stand humble, stand in your faith, bro. And, here I am with an opportunity to reach one of the goals in my life that I've always wanted to reach.
Incredible, man. Go do it, bro. Have a good
Yes,
one.
sir. Absolutely. Thank you, bro.
All right, we're going to turn it over to Fox Home. Just please state your name so Odell knows who he's talking to.
Hey, Odell, this is Jenny Taft. I'm actually working for Extra TV. Great to see you, and best of luck too.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I was just curious about home field advantage. If you're feeling the pressure, is it real? And which chant will be louder, Houday or Rams House?
I don't know. I would hope that it'd be Rams House. But I know that Houday is going to travel. This organization has been waiting for that opportunity for a long time. So everybody's excited. It's going to be a great game. I'm just looking forward to it. But obviously, we want more Rams fans there than Cincinnati fans.
I apologize if this was asked, but the moment you shared with Debo, what was said in that? And it got a lot of attention, obviously, on social media. But what was so important about that moment for you?
It's a moment. I'll keep it between him and I, but it's just it's the absolute utmost respect for him as a person, player, and a man. And this is someone who's like a brother to me. We've been chatting and FaceTiming all year, just talking back and forth to each other. So I know if it was the other way around, it would be the exact same thing. Just words of affirmation, encouragement. And he really laid it all out there and had a tremendous season and just came up short, and that's okay. Hoping that he gets his bag next year, which he deserves fully. I guess they have to pay him for running back and receiver, so that should be pretty nice. But just proud of him. And like I say, if it was the other way around, I know it would be the exact same way.
We're really happy for you, Odell. Best of luck Sunday.
Thank you so much.
All right, just a couple more here. We'll go with Ari Mirov with PFF.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
I got.
Oh. All right, I've asked you to unmute. You can hit unmute, and then you can ask your question. Ari?
Hey, Odell, how are you? Congratulations on everything.
Hey, how's it going?
So I don't know if you saw this, but there was a very wholesome moment between Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp after the NFC title game. Both of them basically hugging and talking about how much they mean to each other. Obviously, Robert tore his ACL when you got there, but how much has he meant to you? Has he been around the building, and how much of an influence has he been to you during that time you've been in LA?
he's been around the building, and since day one, I did see that moment, and I truly could feel it for both of them. I felt it as I just said it just now. But even being around the building, getting to talk to Woody, just chopping it up with him. I just recently went through what he's going through, so I know. And just trying to encourage him, stay prayed up. Just know he's gonna be back. And hopefully, we win this ring and we look at the future and it's like, what are we doing? And I know that he's been here for a long time, so he's deserving of this ring as well. And I think everybody in that receiving room knew they had to step up playing for him. You could feel that throughout that room. So truly was a special moment. Just want to be able to finish the job for him.
All right. And then we're going to go to Emily for the last question. We just got time for one.
Last but not least, hi, Odell. Emily from Access Hollywood here. So the Access Hollywood viewers would love to know, if we are casting the Rams in a movie, who is going to play Stafford and who will play you?
Who's going to play Stafford? I don't know if he's as funny as him, but we'll give him Ryan Reynolds or Ben Affleck.
Oh, I like the Ben Affleck. How about you?
Yeah, that might be the one.
Ben's going to play you? Who's going to play you?
No. Ben's not going to play me. I'm going to go with a Will Smith.
Oh, I like that. Why Will?
He's the GOAT. Like, he's the guy. I grew up on Fresh Prince. I grew up on Fresh Prince, and that was like I literally copied his mannerisms leading into manhood, and it kind of like it was him. It was Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, and Jamie Foxx. All three of those shows like kind of made me who I am as a person. But if I had to pick one just to play me in a movie, I'm gonna have to go with Will.
I love it. Thanks, Odell.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys. Thank you for your time. That's all
Thank you all.